What up, bro? When we were killing it as RKBro, I was like, hey, Randy, we're pretty over right now. And Randy goes, The Rock is over. Stone Cold's over. We're not over. Kind of wish he would have had his own night on his return, and he didn't have to share the spotlight with, I won't mention his name, Willie G, Bill Goldberg. We can probably be in the same room together without starting a fight. They let me say the F word on TV.
I'm gonna f you up, bro. What the f are you?
And I was like, hey, Asuka, what's up? Like, are scooters big in forgot what I was gonna say.
Rewind, recap, relive. For over 50 episodes, the revolutionary force in wrestling interview.
What's up, everyone? Jonah, Rewind Recap Relive, here with Matt Riddle.
What up, bro? How you doing, Jonah?
I'm doing good. This is a great show so far. Riddle's match was insane. I want to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
Please do.
First off, beloved tag team, RKBro, WWE, you and Randy Orton. I loved it so much. First question is, what's the most valuable piece of advice that Randy Orton gave you along the way?
You know, the most important thing Randy ever taught me wasn't really about wrestling. It was probably just about life, you know. Randy's kind of gone through some of the similar things I've been through, and we could just relate a lot. So just life advice. He's a good older brother, or like a stepdad. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying already.
But if I wanted to do like a one piece of wrestling, it would just be like, and this is what Randy said, when we were killing it as RKBro, top in the charts, merchandise, tag champs, I was like, hey, Randy, we're pretty over right now. And Randy goes, we're not over. He goes, Hulk Hogan was over. The Rock is over. Stone Cold's over. We're not over. And I was like, damn, like, took the wind out of my sail, but kind of true. Like, those guys are, like, super legendary. Now, people are still talking about RK-Bro, but still, I don't think we were Stone Cold big, you know? But we could have been. Who knows?
I think you could have been, and who knows what the future holds, of course. Any thoughts on Randy's recent return and everything he's doing now?
I mean, Randy looks great, you know. I would say I was a little upset, you know, and it's not against anybody, regardless of what I've said. But, you know, I kind of wish he would have had his own night on his return, and he didn't have to share the spotlight with, you know, I won't mention his name, because I feel like people get really worked up when I do. It's the fans, whatever, but... You know, but I feel like it was kind of taken away. But at the same time, he looks great. He seems healthy. I've talked to him a couple times. He seems in good spirits and happy about things. So, and that's the most important part, just being happy.
No, you're so right about that. Everyone, no, being happy is super important. Another question I want to ask you about is someone who you never crossed paths with in the ring, but we heard a lot outside the ring about. And I'd love to hear how your relationship is now with Bill Goldberg.
Willie G, Bill Goldberg. I don't know. I don't think it's great. It didn't start off well. I'm not a huge fan of, you know, his wrestling style. And how do we stand now? I would say we can probably be in the same room together without starting a fight. We've talked. We've had some drinks. You know, I think he gets me a little bit better. I get him. I know where he's coming from and why he thinks the way he does and things. I get it. I just have my philosophy. He has his. And I think we've come to an agreement of that. But if I ever get my chance to get him in the ring, Willie G, I'm your guy. I'm your guy, dude.
I love that so much. That fight pit match, can you tell us about that and your relationship with Seth Rollins?
Well, the relationship with Seth Rollins was kind of stressed because of my ex-wife making some comments about Becky and Mandy and just, oh. And then once I, you know, talked to Seth man to man, everything was cool. And then we were able to make that magic with the promos. Then I'm a deadbeat dad, call me out. And then I was furious. I tried to, you know, I said the F word. They let me say the F word on TV. I guess soon you can say the F word all the time on Netflix.
Apparently now, right?
So good for them. But, so yeah, it was an awesome feud, and the match itself was great. I got to jump off like a 25-foot cage on Seth. I crushed him. Yeah. And the RKO on the top kind of hurt, though. And getting the running power bomb to you, like 30 feet in the air, with the only thing holding you back is chain link, it's pretty terrifying. You know, and I fought in the UFC and stuff, you know? So.
Yes, you did. And we haven't seen a fight pit since, really. So, well, one more question, final question I want to ask about. This just popped in my head. A favorite moment of mine, really just for the comedy, because your career is filled with great moments, but I feel like your personality really shines through. You were having a segment with Asuka. Do you remember that? And you can you tell us about that? I forgot my lines from.
So I thought it was being taped. Nobody gave me. Usually they like give you the Iggy that it's live. Nobody gave me an Iggy that was live, and that's when I got the scooter, and I was scooting down like a ramp that was like 30 feet long, so I couldn't hear them, and they just waved me on. So I came down, and they wrote me some crazy promo where I was talking about robot fights underground in Tokyo, and if scooters are cool in Japan, are they cool? And like I got down there and I was like, hey, Asuka, what's up? Like, are scooters big in Japan? Forgot what I was gonna say, you know, because I was gonna say something about scooters in Japan, and I was like, and then all of a sudden the camera guys were like doing this, and I'm like, what? You know, and I just scoot towards them, and I was like, is that live? And I said it, I didn't say it out loud. I go, and when I said that, they're like, and I was like, no. But then I walked in the back, you know, in the locker room, and Randy, this is before me and Randy were friends, and this is probably the nicest thing Randy said to me at this time was, hey, Riddle, I don't know if that promo was planned, but that was your best fucking work yet, kid. And I was just like, thanks, Randy, you know, and that's kind of where we started, you know. But yeah, that's the Asuka promo.
That was so cool. Well, I want to be, you know, so many things I could ask you about, but to be courteous of your time, man, I want to wind it down. Thank you so much for doing this. I loved watching your match here. I can't wait to watch what you do in the future. Hopefully one day, maybe, if you want, we'll see RKO reunion. RKBro in the future.
RKBro, you know, RKBro would be pretty tight, but do you know who I tagged with the other day and it was pretty tight? RVD. And the crowd just went crazy and started chanting RV Bro, and they were on fire. So I guess that could be a thing, maybe RKBro. Maybe I come back with RVD and challenge Randy and Kevin. Who knows? It's endless.
Limitless possibilities for the bro, maybe, Matt Riddle, the King of Bros.
Go back and I just wrestle the Indies. Who knows?
Which is a great thing, too.
You're New Japan television champion. It's not like I'm not winning, baby.
No, you're doing great things. Well, thank you so much, Matthew. Thank you for your time.
Rewind, recap, relive. For over 50 episodes, the revolutionary force in wrestling interviews.